Okay. Gather round, children. I'm going to tell you a story. A story of a great struggle. A struggle for power. It's got parts with violence, and it's got love. So stick with me. Although, the story is about the Olympian gods. These monstrous immortals were always powerful, but they weren't always in charge. Before them were the great titans. They walked the earth, fighting for years to see who could have the most power and who could rule the world. Finally, one day, the great titan Kronos arose, and he took the title of king of the world. Oh, okay. Okay, I totally just messed up there. Okay. Keep it going. After he declared himself king of the world, he was a little afraid of competition. So he took all the other titans and he locked them away for all of eternity. Now that he was king and he didn't have anybody to worry about competition, he decided to have some babies, I guess. Or either that or they didn't have great birth control back then. But now see, the titans, there weren't a lot of female titans to choose from. So Kronos ended up getting his sister Rhea pregnant. Now while she was pregnant, Kronos got this prophecy that said, one of your children will eventually take the throne away from you. Now, this scared him because he doesn't like competition, and after all, he fought all those titans so hard to get to become king. So he didn't know what to do, so he sat around while Rhea was pregnant and thinking of what to do. What am I going to do to get rid of these kids? He can't kill them. They're all immortal. So he sat just thinking. Hours turned into days. Days turned into months. And right as Rhea was about to have the baby, he panicked. And as soon as Poseidon came out, he took him up and he swallowed him whole. Now he thought, hey, this worked out pretty good. These guys can't take my throne away from me if they're in my stomach. And they can't do anything while they're in there. So I guess he went on to do this 5 more times, eating his babies over and over. Now, Rhea got pregnant a 6th time. And she felt sorry for this 6th baby. She didn't want it to be eaten again. So she, in the middle of the night, snuck away to a cave and gave birth to Zeus. Zeus grew up, she went back to Kronos, and Kronos was like, where's my lunch? But she knew he was going to say that, so she wrapped a rock, big rock, in baby's blankets and gave it to him. Now, being the ruler of the world at the time, you would think that he would check the rock, right? But I guess he was just too foolish and too hungry at the time. So he took that rock and in one gulp, swallowed it. So he didn't think Zeus was around. So he lived his life normal, and Zeus grew up strong and healthy. And he one day knew that he was going to take his father's throne. But he knew he couldn't do it by himself. And he knew he wasn't powerful enough. So he was going to have to get clever. So he went to the god, He went to the god Metis, who's the goddess of prudence. It's symbolic that she's the goddess of prudence. But he went to her and he told her his dilemma. He said, Metis, what am I going to do? My dad's just too strong. All my brothers and sisters are in his stomach, and I don't know what to do. Now Metis felt sorry for Zeus. And she said, okay, I'm going to show you this potion. And this potion will make Kronos throw up all of your brothers and sisters. And Zeus was digging it. He was out for any help that he could get. Now, he couldn't take the potion to Kronos himself. So Metis felt so sorry for him that she went to Kronos and she poisoned him and got him to drink the potion. Now, right after this happened, he threw up all sorts of babies. Out came Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Hestia, and Demeter. Now Kronos was not happy about this, and immediately decides to start a war with Zeus. But the gods that came out of Kronos immediately went to Zeus's aid and backed him up. Now Kronos got scared again, and he went to the same brothers that he locked up, and he said, okay guys, now I need some help. Even though I locked you up, you gotta back me up now. And eventually, and this started a 10-year war between both of them, vicious war, that eventually the Olympians won, and that's why Zeus became the king of the gods.